high-fiving, I guess you'd call that. No handshakes, but, you know, this event has a lot of tradition, so they'll break tradition there.
Well, like we said before, Jan, it's a major title. $20,000 up for grabs here.
Dana Miller-Mackey, qualified third, had the choice, has elected to bowl first. And a great opening shot by Dana. Leanne Barrett now up. Leanne Barrett, as we mentioned just a few minutes ago, she made it through the contenders bracket. She lost early on. After you qualify, you have to bowl 3 game matches, and it's a series total. She lost, went into the contenders bracket, and had to bowl all day to get back to this.
That's right, Jen. She bowled 3 more matches than anybody on this in this match right here.
Tish Johnson, first look at her, leaving a 7-pin. And she's playing to the crowd already, something she does very well, that being Tish Johnson. Dana up now in her second frame. This match moving very quickly. It's the same as our normal format with 3 players bowling the opening match. Dana going a little bit high. And all players clean through the first frame. All of the players in the telecast, with the exception of Brenda Norman, have a wealth of experience out here.
And Brenda is gaining that experience lately. She's made a couple of telecasts and getting used to this television format.
Leanne Barrett, another player who really needs to win this if we're looking at Bowler of the Decade.
One of her goals lately definitely has been to win a major title, and this is the first major title of our 1999 season.
Tish Johnson now up in the second. Yeah, big strike for her. Think what a great Christmas present $10,000 would make. It can be yours as a grand prize for joining the PWBA Bowlers Club. $29.95 gets you an attractive PWBA portfolio calculator with pen and notebook, a membership card, and a semi-annual newsletter, as well as a daily drawing for $100 and the $10,000 grand prize on Christmas Day. Call the PWBA office toll-free at 1-800-426-8823 for more information. Through 2, Leanne Barrett leads by 10 pins, the only one with a double so far in this match. And Dana is up now in the third frame on lane 43 here at All-Star Bowl. And again, high for Dana.
That's right. Dana this week said that straighter is better for her. And I think she's probably going to have to look at getting a little bit more firm at the foul line, going a little bit longer down the lane with the ball.
4th championship appearance here for Leanne Barrett. She's having a great year. Already won 1 title this year. Starting it off big.
That's a scary sight right there when you see that ball hit the pocket, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Oh, and that's a difficult spare anyway. You have to hit high enough on the 2-pin to carry out the 8.
Well, there's several ways to miss it. That's definitely correct. Well, we're going to look at Tish right here. And she had a pretty good opening, 2 frames. She did hit the pocket in both frames. She went flush the second frame, left a 7-pin this first one, but that could be a little bit of nerves.
And there's a double for Tish Johnson. 229 average you saw for the week. These scores very high this year for the Queens. Normally a Queens, just to make the cut, is a 200 average or less. This year it was 203. Dana back on strike. She took your advice.
Jumping right back in there. A little bit firmer, that shot.
So interesting, the scores, and you can tell maybe because of the scores being so high, a lot of very experienced players made it. Really, the Queens is up for grabs. Anybody can make a telecast, and that's why so many people bowl the event. Broke her string, leaving a 9-pin for Leanne Barrett, but tripped out the 4. This is Tish's first appearance in 1999. And you heard her. She knew it off her hand.
She definitely knew it off her hand. Got a little bit quick that time. I think she needs to take a little bit more time. It's been quite a while since she's been on the telecast. Look at the ball going way out to the left. Did not even have a chance to get to the head pin. She knows how to make this. Got to send the ball to the right of the head pin.
Leanne covers her spare to the right of the head pin and then shoot the head pin over into the 7. Oh, and that was close, but Leanne Barrett is in the lead. We'll be back with more from All-Star Bowl after these messages.
The championship round finals of the WIBC Queens are being brought to you by AMF Bowling Worldwide, the largest owner and operator of bowling centers in the world and one of the leading makers of bowling products. AMF always means fun. And by MasterCard. There are some things in life money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
While we were gone, the players continued to hit the pocket with the exception of Dana Miller-Mackey in the 7th frame. Leanne Barrett still leads by 25 pins. And we have coaches on hand for all 3 players today. Jeff Benoit of Brunswick, Bill Calhoun of Visionary, and Del Ballard of Ebonite. Dana now up in the 8th frame. And didn't quite make it.
Messenger just a little bit short there.
Leanne Barrett working on a strike in the 7th, can take her lead to 35 pins with another strike here. 29 career 300 games. How many do you have, Lisa?
Oh, don't even know.
You don't know?
No.
Now, how do you explain that to the people at home?
No, I'm kidding you. About 15. Not even close to Leanne, about 15.
Another strike for Leanne. Dana steps up in the 8th frame.
And watch the power game of Leanne. Look at the knee bend, the extension. Look at the pin action. Well, she knew she had that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tish Johnson now up in the 8th, now trailing Leanne by 35 pins. Really needs to get some strikes going.
Well, that was a big help right there. Stayed down on that shot. You know, I've watched Tish for 20-something years out on tour, and I can see her in her approach. I can see her pop up a little bit. Her legs don't stay down like they should sometimes, and I can see that. And especially in pressure situations, when it comes up, I can see that. And right that shot, she did stay down.
Dana, disaster for her, 4-6-10, going high on the nose. Leanne Barrett now up in the 9th, can really put the pressure on Tish. She won the Greater Atlanta Open, first tournament of the year. Another strike for Leanne. She pretty much has this in control now. Lisa, 3 left-handers came to telecast, 2 right-handers. For most of the week, their shot hasn't changed a tremendous amount because they didn't have as much play on the left side with 400-plus right-handers out here. Now, what do you think the difference is on the show? You have 2 lefties, 3 of them warmed up on this pair. You think that's affecting their shot?
Absolutely. Definitely, Jan, it is. I think their side's going to start to hook a little bit more, and they're going to see more hook. They're going to have to move a little bit right with their feet, maybe open up just a little bit more, send the ball to the left. And during the week, maybe they weren't used to that because they had 1 lefty on their pair versus 3 on 1 pair.
Well, 6-pin, Tish really needed to carry that strike in the 9th. Dana Miller-Mackey, who set all those records this week, including 2 300s, the second person ever to do that in the history of the Queens. The other one, that lady right there, Tish Johnson. In fact, 7 300s have been shot in the entire 39-year history of the Queens. 4 of them shot by Dana Miller-Mackey and Tish Johnson.
Right. Well, 2 300s in any tournament, I don't care where you are, much less a major, is a huge accomplishment. And throwing 12 in a row is hard, much less twice. Dana also wanted to send congratulations to Adrienne. She won the Coca-Cola Junior Tournament in her state of New Mexico. And she wanted to say, go get him, Adrienne.
Way to go, Adrienne. That's her niece.
All right.
And Leanne now leaving a 4-pin, but it really doesn't matter. Leanne has wrapped up this first match. And really tough finish for Dana after the great week she had. Strike after strike. Her low game of the tournament came yesterday. It was 178, and that was about 30 pins lower than any other game she had bowled. So this does not symbolize how she bowled all week. Tish Johnson stepping up in the 10th, but as I just mentioned, has no chance here. Of course, the fighter she is, she still wants to strike out, I'm sure.
That's right. I mean, Tish only had one series under 6 1/4 for a 3-game set all week. So, and she shot 550, but she did win that match. So it shows that it was probably a tough pair. Should be back.
Not to mention she's bowling hurt. Well, Leanne Barrett moves one step closer to the tiara. When we come back, 2-time Queens champion Alita Sills talks about the mental aspect of the game.